caffeine-containing products appear to have a greater association with severe adverse events when compared to non-caffeine containing products. My name is Andrew Jagum, and I'm the Director of Sports Medicine Research for the Mayo Clinic Health System in La Crosse, Wisconsin. The title of our article is Adverse Events Reported to the United States Food and Drug Administration Related to Caffeine-Containing Products, and it will appear in Mayo Clinic Proceedings. Based on our analysis, adverse event reports associated with pre-workout and weight loss products in particular had greater odds of being classified as more serious adverse event relative to non-caffeinated products. Therefore, healthcare practitioners should use these outcomes to better inform and educate patients about the many factors related to caffeine intake and the potential for adverse outcomes. Additionally, practitioners may recommend higher quality products to patients and be cautious of polysupplementation practices when combined with other caffeine-containing products or stimulants. Results of this study indicate that while adverse events for non-caffeine-containing products are much greater in overall number compared to those from caffeine-containing products alone, adverse event reports associated with caffeine-containing products are more likely to be classified as severe relative to non-caffeine-containing products based on reported data. Furthermore, exposure to pre-workout and weight loss products had greater odds of having a more serious adverse event than the non-caffeinated products. More reports for females were recorded in caffeine subgroups except for the pre-workout caffeine group. However, females appear to have lower odds of having a more serious adverse event when compared to males. Additionally, young adult males represent a higher percentage of adverse events associated with pre-workout supplement ingestion. This investigation is not to be misconstrued as a condemnation of all dietary supplements or caffeine-containing products, but rather is intended to act as a warning to consumers to promote safe consumption practices. If a person is insistent on consuming a given product similar to what has been examined in this paper, he or she should be made aware of these categories of dietary supplements, for example, energy products, weight loss supplements, pre-workout supplements, etc., that may be associated with a higher relative risk of adverse events. Mayo Clinic is one of the first institutions to examine large-scale epidemiological trends in adverse event report data that is specific to the subcategories of caffeine-containing products. We are also in the process of following up this work with future clinical trials examining the effects of these caffeine-containing products on cardiovascular function and clinical health profiles. These studies help to highlight certain product categories that may be associated with a higher number of adverse event reports for consumers. From this information, healthcare practitioners can be more vigilant over educating and counseling their patients and certain populations that should exercise greater caution prior to consuming such products. And it also helps to highlight the importance of reporting adverse event report data to the FDA. Therefore, healthcare professionals should be made more aware of this reporting system and are encouraged to utilize its submission process. The findings from the current study indicate that consumers may want to exercise caution when consuming multiple caffeine-containing products and overlapping ingredients to avoid any polysupplementation practices, and in an attempt to reduce the likelihood of adverse events or negative interactions, and are particularly warned against doing so if they have any current medical history or medication use, whether it's prescription or over-the-counter, that may be complicated by the ingestion. Additionally, consumers should seek out companies that follow good manufacturing practices and subscribe to third-party testing for the determination of product quality and to ensure the absence of any off-label ingredients or contaminants. This strategy is increasingly important for athletes who may be routinely drug tested for ingredients that are banned by use by certain sporting organizations. Future research should help examine the specific cause and effect relationship between caffeine-containing products and long-term clinical health. Furthermore, it is important to identify whether it's the caffeine alone or the added ingredients in these products that are more problematic. Thanks.
We hope you found this presentation from the content of our website valuable. Our journal's mission is to promote the best interests of patients by advancing the knowledge and professionalism of the physician community. If you are interested in more information about us, our homepage is www.mayoclinicproceedings.org. There you'll find access to information for our social media content, such as additional videos on our YouTube channel or journal updates on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter. More information about healthcare at Mayo Clinic is available at www.mayoclinic.org. This video content is copyrighted by Mayo Foundation for medical education and research.